Hey, fifth graders! We have officially read chapters 8 through 11. We have made it over halfway through the book. We've got this. Keep working, keep listening. I know sometimes this book can be a little long. I know some of you are super into it, some of you not so much. Just keep going. And we're going to do our chapter 8 through 11 worksheet today. Today's is a double-sider, so I believe yours, if you turn the page, it'll have the next one. So we're doing chapters 8 through 11. Question 1. Oh, before I get started, let me remind you, you can pause anytime you need to. Hit pause and then think about your question and your answers. If you need to re-listen to it, just rewind a little and replay me reading it, okay? So I'm going to only read it once in the video, but you can replay me reading it as many times as you want. Okay, now back to our questions. Okay, question number 1. Why must Billy hunt at night? Why does he have to hunt at night? A, the coons only come out at night. B, the beagles can't see well in the daylight. C, the weather is too hot during the day. Was that good? Sorry. Whew, okay. Just a little tickle in my nose. And D, Billy just likes being outside after dark. So, which one of those makes sense for our story and why he hunts at night? Question 2. The coon is treed, A, in an oak tree, B, in the big sycamore, C, at the top of a fence rail, or D, in a cave. So where was the coon treed? 3. Grandpa suggests for keeping the coon in the tree during the night was... So what was his suggestion for how to keep the coon in the tree while Billy went back home? A, to build a pen around the tree, so build like a fence. B, to keep the dogs out at night, all night. Whew. C, to build a fire. Or D, to build a scarecrow. So what was Grandpa's suggestion on keeping the coon in the tree? 4, how was Billy's prayers answered? So he prayed that something would happen. How was it answered? A, the wind blew the sycamore tree down. B, the raccoon fell out of the tree. C, it began to rain. D, Papa helped cut the tree down. So how was his prayer answered? 5, a coon skin was worth how much money? A, $2 to $3, B, $4 to $10, C, $1 to $8, D, $8 to $15. So how much was a coon skin worth? 6, Billy took the money he earned from the coonskins and what did he do with that money that he earned? A, put it in his college fund. Is he saving for college? B, he gave it to his papa. Is he giving the money to his dad? C, bought a gun. Did he buy a gun with the money? D, bought gifts for his family. So I know earlier in the book he bought gifts. This is not about that. This is just a recent chapter. So is that what he did with the money he earned from his coonskins? Okay. Question 7. The first coonskin Billy was able to catch using his coon dogs, Billy's mother wanted to do something special. So what did his mom do with the first coonskin that he got? Did she A, hang it in Grandpa's store? B, made a coonskin hat for Billy? C, hung it in Billy's room? Or D, turned it into a pillow? So what did she do with that first coonskin for Billy? 8. When Anne cut her foot, Billy locked her in the... So where did he lock her when she cut her paw? A, corn crib. B, barn. C, cellar. D, house. Where did he lock her? 9. Only 2 options here. Which dog did Billy think was smarter? So which one of the two is a little bit smarter? And we've mentioned this multiple times in this book. A, Anne, or D, Dan? Which one's smarter? 10. What happened to little Anne? This is kind of a scary part in the book for us. We didn't know what was going to happen. A, little Ann was caught in briars, which are like kind of thorny type stuff. B, little Ann was caught in a bear trap. C, little Ann fell in a groundhog hole. Or D, little Ann fell into an icy river. Number 11. When Billy tried to rescue little Ann, what happened? A, he hit his head on a tree limb. Did he hit his head? B, he became tangled in the briars. Did he get stuck in kind of the bushes and weeds? C, the ice started to break. D, he slipped and fell over the ledge. So when he's trying to save little Ann, what happened? Okay, let's go on to number 12 now. Remember to pause when you need to. 12. How does Billy get Ann out of the icy river? That just gave you a huge hint on 10 and 11 there. So go back and check your answers if you were confused on those. But 12, how did Billy get Ann out of the icy river? A, Billy chops down a tree and then walks out to get her. B, Billy uses the handle of his lantern to hook her dog collar and pull her back to safe ground. C, Billy cuts the ice with his axe handle so little Ann can swim to shore. D, Billy dives into the water and swims out to little Ann. He places her on his back and swims back to shore. So think about how he gets Ann out of that icy river. What did he do? Okay. Once you've done those, turn to the next page. Mine might be printed a little bit differently, but that's okay. You're going on, and this is going to be kind of easy to tell which page we're on because it's got two rather large raccoons on it. So look for that page if you're confused on where we need to be. I'll give you a moment to turn the page. Okay, remember to pause me if you need to. And it is your lucky day because I'm feeling awfully nice. The sun is shining and everything's going right. So you do not need to do number 13. So cross off number 13. If I had something to block it off with, I don't want to mark on this because it is my original copy. You do not need to do number 13, so cross it off. I'm being nice today. So now we only have 3 questions left. 14. Which statement from where the red fern grows contains a cause and effect relationship? So because of this, this happened. So because it was raining, or because it was icy, I slipped. So like because of this, this happened. Cause and effect. A, little Ann was whining and begging for help. Does that show this caused something else to happen? B, I knew something had happened to little Ann. C, I started hooking the collar of little Ann. D, at the movement of little Ann, Dan threw a fit. So which one shows because of something happening, this happened? Like a domino effect. Okay? That one's kind of tricky, but I believe in each and every one of you. 2 questions left. 15. Which statement from the story is an opinion? So not a fact. A fact is like, today is Tuesday. I don't know what day it actually is when I post this video, but when I'm filming it is Tuesday, and that is a fact. Opinions are going, strawberry is the best ice cream ever. That is my opinion. You might think chocolate chip is. Okay? So which one of these is an opinion? A, I wrapped little Ann in my coat and hurried into my clothes. Is that an opinion? B, I laid little Ann close to the warm heat and went to work. C, out in the river, I could hear the cold water gurgling in the icy trough. It seemed to be angry. Is that an opinion? D, before I left home, I walked back to the sycamore tree. So which one of those is not something that actually happened for sure? It's kind of maybe his thought or what he thinks. Okay? I'm trying to give you a little hint there for that one because I know that one can be kind of tricky. Some of you got it and you're like, move on already, Miss Preister. We're done with this. But no, I want to waste some more of your time. And our last question for today. Question 16. From which point of view is where the red fern grows written? So is it written A, first person? The writer uses pronouns such as I or me or my. B, second person. The narrator tells the story using the pronoun you. C, third person. The author uses pronouns such as he, she, or it. Now I'm trying to get the book, so I'm going to give you a little hint here. So I'm going to read you a little paragraph, and this is going to give you a little hint, okay? This is from way back in the beginning of the book. So, the way Mama made me feel, I didn't know whether to go hunting or not. Papa must have sensed how I felt. Pretty much gave you that one by reading that sentence. Hopefully you get that right. Okay, so that is all of our questions for chapters 8 through 11. If you need to hear them again, just replay this video or replay the section that had that question. If you have a question that you're really stuck on or you need some help, call into my Google Hangout during school hours or comment on this in Google Classroom or email me and let me know, and I'll do my best to help you as soon as I can. I hope everything's going well. If you are super bored because we haven't seen each other and you're stuck in your house and you want something to do, color your raccoon some crazy patterns. Make them look snazzy. Draw a hat on one of them. You don't have to do that, but I'm just saying if you're bored, make them look as crazy as you can so then I get your packets back. It gives me a little laugh. Okay, I hope everything is going well. Keep working hard on this. And soon we'll get to the chapters that always make me cry. And if I read them to you, hope you're ready for that. Okay, bye and keep working hard.